Yo, what's up, guys? You guys doing good? Because I'm doing great right now. I got here battle versus Mulvone in OU third gen. Keep in mind this is I think his first third gen battle, but he plays Pokemon, so he should know how to play Pokemon. So I don't know, but whatever. Anyways, so yeah, third gen and stuff. So I'll just get into the battle. So, he leads off with his T-Tar, I lead off with my Mence. Obviously this is actually a good thing for me because I do have the Intimidate, and most likely a Rock Slide will not kill me, and Hydro Pump will do a lot of damage, as well as, I could be Banded, which is a very, very much used lead choice for Mence, although I don't think he would know that, but it is. And I guess he predicts either the Brick Break or the Earthquake, if he actually did predict the Brick Break. I'm assuming just the Earthquake, and went into Skarm as I go for Hydro Pump, which is like, oh shit, I have Hydro Pump. So yeah, he's gonna switch out, go into his Milotic as I go for the Fire Blast. Which is, whatever. But I do get the burn. Now, the burn is kind of like a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. It's bad because of the fact he has Marvel Scale, and burn is probably the nicest thing to get on a Milotic, other than Paralyze, if I was the Milotic. But at the same time, he is burned and there's Sandstorm, so that is going to rack up some damage. So I don't know if that was really a good hacks or a bad hacks, really. But either way, I switch out, go into my Fortress, as he goes for the Toxic, which is like, that's cool. He has Toxic and not Hypnosis. Or he has both. But I'm assuming he just had Toxic, because it's Toxic. So I just decided to go for a Light Screen, because, hey, he's a Milotic, might as well go for it. Plus, if he goes into Magneton, I can live. And yeah, Light Screen, he goes into Magmar, and I was like, lol, what Magmar? And he was like, yeah, I couldn't find a better fire Pokemon. And I listed like 7 pokes that could have been better than this thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying Magmar sucks, but I mean, it does have Brick Break, or not Brick Break, Cross Chop, which all the rest don't. But yeah, I don't know. It really doesn't make sense to me. But he goes for the Fire Blast. I go back into Mence, knowing that, he really can't do anything unless he was super uber, like, psychic and stuff, that he went for HP Ice. But yeah. I decided to just go for a Hydro Pump, because, hey, he's Fire type, might as well, and I guess he fodders. Maybe he thought I was going to over-predict and go for, like, Fire Blast, but why would I do that? Because I know he has a Milotic. And if I was to predict anything, I would predict his Milotic switch in. So I have no idea. He decides to go into Raikou. Now, I knew for a fact he was not going to attack me, but I didn't want to risk it because I know, like, seeing his team so far, Mence really does work. So I wanted to save that, and I decided to go into Metagross. I also know that I have the Light Screen still up, so most likely I probably would have lived in HP Ice, but if he does go for the sub, I'm pretty much just wasting my time. So yeah, like I said, I'm just going to go into Metagross. I'm going to go for Earthquake. Obviously, Earthquake will break the sub, and a T-Bolt shouldn't do that much because my Light Screen hasn't fully worn off yet. And at least I can get rid of the sub, as if he wants to do damage to me, like even more damage to me, he could stay in if he really wants to, but he loses Raikou, so I don't know why he would do that. But anyways, and with that mindset, I knew for sure he wasn't going to stay in. In fact, I thought he was going to definitely go into Skarmory, or something that resists Earthquake, which is either Skarmory or the Pokemon I haven't seen yet. And he does decide to go into the Pokemon I haven't seen yet, which is his Breloom, which is actually a very, very good switch. So, or for me anyways, because I'm immense. So, yeah, also, if you haven't noticed, I don't have an item, and that item is Lumberry, and I've actually been experimenting with what item to give this Mence, because leftovers, I mean, it's leftovers, but it's not like it really helps it. And really, Lumberry is the one thing I love, because most of the time with Menses, people like to either put it to sleep or Thunderwave it, and Lumberry, so why the hell not? He decides to go into his T-Tar. I do not see leftovers showing me that he is banded, and with him being banded, I wasn't sure if Hydro Pump would kill him or not. If he was max bulk, I don't know if Hydro Pump without him having any bulk would kill him, or anything. I decided to go for it. Turns out to be a very bad choice on my part, and he actually does live. I should have just switched into something that could take a Rock Slide, and just deal with it, but I decided not to, and I was foolish. That was a very, very bad play on my part. However, I do know that he is locked into Choice Band, or locked into Rock Slide because of Choice Band, and I know a Choice Banded Rock Slide will not 3-hit KO Fortress. It does look like a 3-hit KO, but with all the leftovers and stuff, it will actually be a 4-hit KO, meaning I can get my layers of spikes, plus he can miss. At the same time, he could flinch me, so I don't know, but I just decided to get up my spikes because seeing his team, I do not like that Raikou, and I do not like that Breloom. Having those spikes on that Breloom would be great. However, he crits me, and he crit me at a range that if I lived that hit, I would have enough leftovers to live 2 more. Like if you can understand what I'm saying. Either way, I do have at least 1 layer of spikes, meaning he can't switch out. So I'm just gonna go for Rock Slide and Rock Slide his shit in. So yeah. He decides to go into Breloom, which is obviously the best choice, as I am and Rock Slide, you know, he's resists it. I can't speak today, but yeah. So I know that he's obviously going to go either for A, Sub, or B, Spore, and I'm just going to go into my Dusclops because Dusclops has the Sleep Talk and is pretty much my sleep fodder any single time, you know, there is a need for sleep fodder because I have Sleep Talk. So, yeah, plus I'm pretty sure that Shadow Ball does break Breloom Sub. I didn't know if I should go for Sleep Talk or for the Shadow Ball. I decided to go for the Shadow Ball because I kind of thought right here he might just go for the Leech Seed. But I guess he decides not to. And I really don't know why he didn't do that. But, whatever, I mean, I still have Sleep Talk. I'm gonna stay in, and I am gonna go for the Sleep Talk. However, he switches here, which makes me think maybe he doesn't have the Leech Seed. Either that, or he just wanted to get his Raikou in and set up as fast as possible. Which, during the time of the game, that's what I was thinking. So, you know, there's that. But I do wake up, which actually kind of sucks because I didn't get my Sleep Talk off, but it's not really that big of a deal because, hey, I'm awake now. So, yeah, so, even though I am a Dusclops, and most people think Dusclops can't do any damage, that is a lie, because Dusclops does 2 AKO this dude at the range it is in, which is great. So, yeah, but after he has a Calm Mind, I kind of don't want to take a +1 stab Thunderbolt from a Raikou, which is probably either, could be modest, or, you know, it's just at least 252 attack, special attack. So I do want to go into my Blissey. Blissey can obviously take T-Bolts for days, and yeah, that looks to be like a 5-hit KO, like even with the Sandstorm. Like I don't even know, but yeah, there's that. So here I decided to go for the Thunder Wave, and the reason why I did go for the Thunder Wave is because I thought, well, Seismic Toss is going to fuck your shit. I have no Pokemon asleep. This is a perfect time for you to go into Breloom. And he should have gone to Breloom, but he didn't, and he got lucky and got not only a 10% paralyze, but a 30% para hacks afterwards. Which, if you put them together, you get about a 3% chance of actually happening, which is complete bullshit. At this point, I know that he's going to try and stay in and do as much damage to me, so I'm just going to go for the Seismic Toss. However, he gets a crit here. So, like, I don't even know the odds of that. If you got crit, paralyze, para hacks, I really, what is that? That's 3% and then 6% of 3. That's like point, I don't even know. I can't even do math. So, like, tell me. No, what is that? 3%, 6% of 3. I'm actually going to do this. 6% of 3, what is that? If it was 10% of 3, it'd be 0.3, so it's less than 0.3% chance. It's like 0.25 chance. Like, stupid lucky. And he basically got that within 2 turns. So here, I was trying to be smart. I was like, yo, try and Toxic me. See what happens. And he does try. And he misses. I actually wanted him to Toxic me. Now, I know probably at this point he doesn't really have anything for the Suicune. But I want him to Toxic me, and the reason why is because his Breloom can Spore me, and I don't have Sleep Talk on this Suicune. I have Calm Mind, Surf, Ice Beam, Rest, and then I have the aromatherapy support with my Blissey, although that's dead, so whatever. But what I wanted him to do was go for Toxic, get me poisoned, I kill this thing, and then he can't do anything to the Suicune because I'm poisoned, he can't put me to sleep. However, he misses like 3 times, which kind of makes it annoying because, I don't know, I just don't understand why he didn't realize this. Like, why did he go for Toxic? Like, it really was stupid. I don't know. He shouldn't have gone for Toxic. If anything, he should have went for Hypnosis if he had it, or Rest if he had it. Actually, Rest would be stupid too, so I don't know. But if he had Rest Sleep Talk, that would have been great. Like, think about that for a second. I have no idea. All I saw this Milotic use is freaking Toxic, so there's that. Anyways, I killed this thing. He only has a Skarmory and a Breloom, and that Breloom doesn't have Leech Seed. It has HP Rock. It's wannabe Stone Edge. Yeah, he really can't do anything. So, pretty much it's just a Suicune sweep from here on out. And that is pretty much the game. So, hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Like I said, next part of Liquid Crystal will be uploaded tomorrow. And, yeah, I really don't know what else to say from here. Love 3rd gen battles. More people should join. Also, there needs to be a 3rd freaking Hamachi server, because the 2nd Hamachi server is full now. So someone make a room that has like 265 people or whatever the max is, and tell me, because I will definitely join it for 3rd gen. And that's that. Plus, if anybody wants to have a 3rd gen battle, or any battle for that matter, that isn't Gen 5. And the reason why I don't want to play Gen 5, if you guys haven't noticed, I haven't played Gen 5 in like a month, at least on my DS. I have done PO battles, but I haven't really recorded them because PO battles. I don't like Gen 5. I don't like the metagame. Well, for one thing, my DS is broken. Like, you've seen my screen, right? It has a giant-ass crack in it. I mean, it's still usable, but I can't even see how much health my opponent has, so what's the point? But there's that. The second reason is because, well, I just hate the metagame. The thing is, like, it's worse than Gen 4, okay? When stuff like Swampert, Bronzong, Mienshao, and Scrafty, and Mamoswine, no, actually it's not anymore, but when all those Pokemon are UU, you know something's wrong. Like, how can you like a metagame that is so over-centralized? Like, even Smogon states on its ban list thingy, anything that is either broken or over-centralized is what makes it uber. Guess what Drizzle is? It's over-centralized. Guess what even Sandstorm is? It's over-centralized. Now, I'm not saying ban it, but I'm just saying, like, they're going against their own words. Plus, with the whole, like, we're not gonna do complex bans and shit, well, they just made a well, they didn't just made it, but they made a complex ban after saying that, which is you can't use Baton Pass and Shell Smash in RU or NU, which is a complex ban. So, bring back Blaziken with Blaze? I'm just saying. Smogon likes to contradict themselves. That is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys.